I'll tell you what I'm cooking is I am making, well, let me have a little backstory here to this. Me and my husband are food lovers. We love to eat. That's our enjoyment in life. Isn't that sad? But, you know, everybody loves to eat, I guess. I mean, we're not like overboard with it. But anyway, he's always seeing recipes on like Facebook, you know, and he'll say, hey, look at this, and he'll show me the picture. That looks good, don't it? That looks, you need to make that sometime. Oh, look at this, this looks, you know. He's always showing me pictures on his phone from Facebook, you know, of people who post recipes, and so-and-so posted this. God, that looks good, don't it? And so the other day, I had a notification on my Facebook, and it said that my husband had tagged me in a post. So I go and look, and it's a post for a cabbage casserole. And he commented my name, and he said, make this, please. So, guess what I'm doing? I'm making his cabbage casserole. It was a work day today, and I went in late because we didn't have any hot water all weekend. I wasn't able to, like, well, I could have washed clothes in cold water, but I don't like to do that on some of my stuff. Couldn't really wash dishes, just, you know how it is if you don't have any hot water. I mean, we could have gone back and we could have lived off grid there for a while, but we're used to our conveniences, I guess. But anyway, so the gas company came out this morning, apparently fixed it. So I've got some laundry and dishes to catch up on. I got a dishwasher full of dirty dishes. So I had fixed the other night some cube steak, and we have some left over. So I thought that I would make this casserole to go with the cube steak. And this is a lot. Okay, so I'm just going to show you what I've done so far. I chopped up one medium onion, and then I have got a small, it was not the smallest head of cabbage, but a smaller head of cabbage, and I've just chopped all that up. And we're going to go over here to my oven, my stove, and we're going to saute this up in some butter. So I'll bring you over here and we'll get started. Okay, over here in my skillet, I have got 1 stick of butter. Calls for 1 stick of butter, so that right there tells you it's going to be some count. I've just been melting that up. We're going to saute our cabbage that I just roughly chopped, and my onion that I just roughly chopped. We're going to saute those together. It says to saute for about 10 minutes. So I'm guessing we want to get a good softness. It leach all the water out of it. And so I'm going to add some salt. That's a teaspoon of salt. This is a 1/4 teaspoon, so I did 4 of those. I'm going to do a couple good puffs of pepper. You just pepper it to what you like. Some people don't like a lot of pepper, some people do, so you just do it to your taste. Okay, so I've got this down on medium, and I am just going to let this go. I'm going to let that salt start working and drawing some of that moisture out. And I will be back in about 10 minutes and we'll see how it's going. I'm going to continue to keep an eye on it and give it a stir here and there. But in about 10 minutes, I'll let you know what it looks like. Okay, it's been right at 10 minutes. It's wilted down a lot, and I looked at the recipe, and it says until it's partially cooked down, so I think that we're good. So we will go back up to the bar, and I'm going to put it casserole dish. And spread it out. I think, let me relook at this, because I think that it says to put it in a 2-quart casserole dish. I'm not sure what this is, but it's a 9 by 12. It's a standard casserole dish. Okay, put this to the side. It called for 1/3 cup of mayonnaise and 1 can of either cream of chicken or cream of mushroom soup. I didn't think that that looked like enough to cover this, so I did 2/3 cup of mayo, and then I'm going to do 1 can and see what it looks like. And if I think I need some more, I'll add I don't have another can of cream of mushroom, but I have a can of another can of cream of chicken, but I have a can of cream of mushroom. That might cover it. I don't know. Let me think. No, I don't think. I'm going to go ahead and add this. I'm doubling the topping. And maybe that cabbage was a little bigger than what they consider a small. Okay. Toss that. Toss that. Tossed that. I am going to add a little salt to this and a little pepper to this so we can kind of get the layers flavored. Okay. Glunk this on. And spread it over it. Okay, so I was reading the recipe, and in the ingredients it calls for 8 tablespoons of butter. It said to add the butter and with the cabbage and the onions to saute them. And then for the topping, which is Ritz crackers, cheddar cheese, and butter. And it says melt butter and add your Ritz crackers and your cheese. But there's not a second butter as an ingredient. So I don't know, but I melted another stick of butter. And I took 2 sleeves of Ritz crackers. I put them in a plastic baggie. And then I take my rolling pin and I just go over them to crush them up real good. So I'm going to add, it calls for 1 sleeve, but I feel like I'm doubling this recipe. I'm just going to try this and see how this works out. I'm going to use both sleeves because it looks like the butter's coating it pretty good. because for 1 cup of shredded cheese, I did about 1.5 cups. Because this is real sharp cheese. Toss that in. Okay, then we're going to slide our casserole dish over here, and we're going to sprinkle this all on top. This might be too much topping. I think it's too much topping, but we'll let it go with that. Put a little bit in it. I will. Let's go for it. Okay. Now then, it says to bake. Where's my recipe? Not that. Not that. This. It says to bake 30 minutes until the topping is browned. Serve hot. Now, we're not really ready to eat right now, but I got my oven preheating. So, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave it out for right now. I'm going to clean up my mess, and when it gets closer time for us to eat, which will be about in 30 minutes, I'll pop it in the oven for 30 minutes and warm up the cube steak. And, well, you wanted to see my hands talking. I will put this in the oven at 300 degrees, 350 degrees. It says 30 minutes, but I feel like I've done more. I've added more ingredients, so it'll probably take a little longer. But I will let you know how long it takes. I'll put my timer on. And I'm going to clean up these dishes, clean up my mess, take this garbage out. And I will see you back when it's all ready and done. I hope this is good. My husband loves cook. I love cooked cabbage too. I don't know why I always say he loves. I love it too. And since it made such a big thing, I'm going to send some over to my in-laws' house tonight and let them have some. So guys, I'll be back when we are ready to serve this up. Okay, it's been in the oven for 40 minutes and I just took it out. I'll scoop some out on the plate. And Chris is going to do a taste test. You don't have to be near the camera. He's going to do a taste test off camera. It's hot. You probably need extra salt on it.
Good.
Is it good? Is it everything your hopes and dreams are made out of? Is it any salt?
Yeah. The cabbage is tough.
Cabbage is a little tough, he said, so it might have needed to cook more on the stove. Okay, he said the cabbage is a little tough, so you probably need to cook it longer on the stove than what I did. I like it. I like it like that. I think he wanted his all mushy. But it still has the integrity of the cabbage. So anyway, I heated up some more cube steak that we had left over, and this is going to be our supper. So thanks for joining us. I really appreciate it. If you like what you see, please hit subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment below. I love hearing from you guys, and I hope that you have a blessed night. I'm going to go put my loungewear on and eat some dinner. Bye, guys.